Hey, Joe, how's it going?
Barack, is that you?
Yes, Joe, can you hear me?
Hey, Barack, what's up?
Not much, Joe, just waiting on Donald to get in here.
This better be good, Barack. I was just about to warm up for my Stouty coaching session.
Don't worry, this will be worth it. Okay, guys, let's rank the Shiv players.
Why would we do that? The game is dead as fuck.
Because it will be fun. Everyone loves a good tier list.
I think we should do it.
Fine, whatever.
There's somehow a lot of players on this list, so we'll rank just a few to start. All right, let's do morning first.
Easily the GOAT. Good at every class, weapon, and has the most consistent play style. One of the winningest players, too. He should honestly be in his own tier.
Joe, are you really going to dick ride every old player?
Is there anyone better?
Bill is definitely better than Morning. He just doesn't try.
Donald, that argument makes no sense.
Nobody asked. Bill also owns guns and drives a truck. He's America's favorite player. That has to count for something.
It doesn't.
This is your president, ladies and gentlemen.
He's worse than Morning, but still one of the only players that can keep up with him. Hard to not put him in S tier. You've got to respect Bill.
So Morning and Bill in S?
Yeah, that makes the most sense. Let's get them out of the way early. Okay, next is Jeremy.
Mid.
One of the best rats in the game. Fills an important role and makes every team he's on better.
I'm not sure about that one, Joe.
His Vanguard and Knight have only gotten worse over time. His peak was when he was a Brandy Crutch player back in 2020.
Who cares? Everyone has a main anyways. We should put him in A tier.
That's insane. You must have found Palmer's stash. He's a solid B tier player these days.
Let's compromise and put him in the bottom of A.
I'm cool with that.
Retards.
Straight O.
E.T. looking ass.
One of the best players ever. Easily a lock for S.
What?
He's won back-to-back world championships. It's been almost 2 years since he's played in a tournament and not won.
Shut the fuck up, Joe. Everyone knows Morning and Bill carried him in those draft tourneys.
He's a beast on the halberd. He created that meta and everyone wants to nerf it because of him.
That's cap as fuck. Plus he can only play that weapon. He put Junior in his name. How can you support him? Barack, back me up here.
You both are right. Everyone knows Strato is not skilled, but he still creates value and people have trouble stopping him anyways. I think he goes right above Jeremy.
That's robbery.
Still crazy that we put Jeremy in A tier?
Ren is up next.
A complete shell of what he used to be. There was a point in time where most people considered him to be S tier. He never plays anymore and was mid as fuck the last time he did. I think he belongs in C tier.
Joe, Ren is not a C tier player.
Ren? Oh, I thought you said Ken.
Retard, that doesn't make sense either.
First to 10 me right now, Donald.
That's an easy 10-0, Joe.
Guys, I've seen you play. You're both worse than Tomers. Let's get back on track. What are we thinking for Ren? I think he's always been underrated.
Ren is as solid as they come. He plays the right way and has won several Shiv tournaments even after moving over to Mordhau. He's very skilled, and I'd put him at the bottom of S.
You've gone too far, Donald. Ren is not on the same level as Morning and Bill.
Agreed. He's probably the best A tier. Our first FC player, Chief.
Before we tear Chief apart, I just want to say how much I love FC. They represent everything that is good about this country. They drink, are blue-collar workers, and always bring good energy to pugs.
FC is an alt-right organization that has blackmailed their way into controlling every level of the Brigade hierarchy. Avast and Bill are both puppets under the thumbs of Chief and Entropy.
Agreed.
Chief was martyred when he took a stand against evil and purged the discord of snakes. We have to respect him for what he's done for the community.
What does that have to do with his skill in the game? He's still C tier at best.
True, even sober Chief is bad these days. Let's do Nate next.
Holy shit, what a guy. The best leader in Shiv. He's high A tier in my book.
That's a Brokeback level take. Nathook is the king of mid. The only thing he's ever won was a in-house Rangers 2v2 that was rigged in his favor. Fake peasant hat wearing ass.
And the fact that he's still royal advisor continues to baffle me. Someone really has to do something about that.
Okay, but can we agree that Nate is A tier?
Yes, why don't we put him right above Jeremy? Bunny.
Finally, a player Joe's age.
Hey!
I don't think we need to spend too much time on Bunny. He's gotten better and performs well occasionally, but there's a reason why people are surprised when he does well. Let's put him in C tier.
Sounds good to me.
KLG.
I've never seen that man parry.
Finally, something we agree on. People think his mechanics are good because he can jettle, but in reality, he's a free kill most of the time if you switch on to him.
Yeah, but what about that 1v5 kendo against Team Morning?
I heard they let him win that on purpose.
They definitely did.
So B tier?
That's fair.
Works for me.
Guys, I really have to leave for practice.
Okay, we'll only do a few more. Looks like Entropy is up next.
Entro is the true leader of Fight Club. He's one of the most reliable rats and a very solid knight. He can even play Vanguard effectively.
Cap. I'd take Gorgachev over Entro on Vanguard. I'll never forget when I saw Entro practicing his Vanguard in a US FFA server. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
That does sound funny, Donald. Pretty safe to say that we all agree that Entro is high A tier.
Agreed. He's capable of taking the game seriously when he needs to, and he always unrusts fast as fuck. Also the best drunk player.
Taternator.
Oh, don't even get me started with this guy.
What's wrong with Tater?
We've all seen the screenshots and chat logs.
Let's focus on his in-game skill.
Agreed. Tater has a high skill ceiling, but is very dependent on mechanics to perform well. If he starts off slow, he tends to struggle.
Stick him in the middle of A tier.
Right above Strado? That's going to piss off the dough.
Guys, we have way too many A tiers.
Kyler is next, one of my favorite players.
He's A tier, I swear to God.
It's just one bad take after another with you today, Donald.
Listen, we all know Kyler is good at the game, but if he's on your team, you know you're going to lose. The sluice curse is real, and it impacts his value as a high-level player. I won't be satisfied with anything but A tier.
Well, too bad, because I think that Joe and I agree that he's S tier.
Look at that. It makes no sense. How is he next to Morning and Bill?
Let's just move on. Last but not least, Bim Bim.
What are you waiting for? We all know where he belongs.
Donald,
Listen, we all love Bim. He's a pillar of the community. But he's D tier on a good day.
Wait, let's talk about this for a second.
There's nothing to talk about.
Sorry, Joe, but I think we're done for now. Let's put Bim in D and call it a day.